Alright, it's time for another G.I. Joe review, and this time we're going to look at the Pursuit of Cobra Alley Viper. And let's get started off here first by taking a look at his file card and bio. Just kind of pan in here. And there's the little file card, or his packaging, so you can see the artwork for him, which is pretty cool. And it says Alley Viper, Cobra Urban Trooper. And let's just grab this and kind of flip it around here, and we'll talk more about it. And there's a little diorama, or whatever it is there, saying City Strike, blah blah blah. And let's get in here and look at the actual bio. It says here, Alley Viper. Alley Vipers are Cobra urban combat specialists. They are armed with close quarters battle gear, including blast shields, anti-armor weapons, and assault tauntaun's. They are guarding the Cobra warehouse when it is infiltrated by G.I. Joe forces, including Beachhead, who battles one-on-one with the Alley Vipers. And mission equipment here, it says PJAC, or PGAC, pneumatic grappling ascent cannon. So yeah, that's his little file card there. Not a whole lot to it. Anyways, just take this and set it off to the side. And let's talk about the actual figure here. I think this is a really good figure. Probably one of the better ones, if not one of the best ones currently in the Pursuit of Cobra line. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that this guy is actually just a repaint of the 25th anniversary version of the Alley Viper, which came in the Battle 5-pack or whatever it was. I think it was like the Jungle Assault or Urban Assault or something like that. So yeah, this really is a 25th anniversary figure, if I'm not mistaken. But it looks cool nonetheless. The color scheme on this guy is a little more practical, or a little more common sense, because the old 25th anniversary, or the original G.I. Joe version, was the real bright, kind of like neon orange with blue camouflage, kind of like a tiger stripe pattern. So yeah, it was obviously very ridiculous and unrealistic. But I actually like the old color scheme better than this one. But that's for the 25th anniversary figure, so we're talking here about the Pursuit of Cobra figure. Anyways, they did a really good job on this guy. Let's just kind of pan in here and look at some of the detail on him. And if you'll notice, he's pretty well armed, like they said. He's got a lot of items and accessories here to him. First of all, I like his little helmet here. I don't like the fact that it completely covers his eyes. I remember on the old original 80s Alley Viper, it did have a little like slit in there so you could see the eyes through it. Why they did it this way, I'm not exactly sure. But this can flip up like so, and that'll reveal his face there. He's kind of got like the little like ski mask on there. It's got the little Cobra emblem, so that's pretty cool. And this is removable, so you can take it off. It should just pop off like that. So there he is there with his head, kind of a generic head, but he's got his little ski mask on. So let's just pop that back on him. As you can see there, he's got a little grenade. It's got some little like pouches here. It's got a little knife here and a sheath, and this is removable, so you can just slide it out like that. And he's got his little like hand knife there, or dagger, and that just goes back in there like that. And let's go on down here some more. And down in here, he's got a lot of pouches right here on the front. Some little like hooks here for attachments. And let's raise this arm up here. He's got a holster here. Now I don't know if he comes with a gun. No, it's not a gun holster. It's a little pouch here. It looks like to hold some magazines or ammo clips. Again, more pouches there. And there's his leg there with like the shin guards and knee pads. And there's his shield with the Cobra emblem on the outside of it. Very nice detail on this guy. He does have another knife there, and it's here on his right arm. If you can look at it there, you can see it right there. And this one is also removable. Let's see if I can get that out. There it goes. But yeah, there it is right there. It's the same as the other one. So these are pretty much interchangeable. You could put them in either one. And there you can see there's his little like weapon, little submachine gun there. Kind of a Uzi of some kind. I like the fact that it's got this big giant scope on it. I don't know that it needs a nice big scope, for something. You're not going to be hitting targets that far away with a submachine gun, or at least not very accurately. So why it has a big giant scope on it is kind of funny. But whatever. It's cool looking nonetheless. And here's his backpack. Now you'll notice here, let's kind of go out a little bit, and the detail on this backpack is pretty good. Looks like it's got some little grenades and stuff here on the back. And quickly there's the back of his legs. But you'll notice, like I was mentioning, that they have that little grappling hook weapon that they talked about, the pneumatic winch or whatever it was, and it pegs in here on the back of the the back of the backpack here. Now, on the 25th anniversary version of him, I don't believe it came with the same weapon, but it didn't actually peg in here. I don't think they had this little post here that let it snap in. It did have like the molding for it, but it didn't actually attach, and I don't think that you could actually store it like you can with this version of him. So it looks like they kind of fixed that. I may be wrong. It may actually be able to connect on there on the 25th anniversary version, but I do believe it wasn't able to. So it looks like they did correct that on this guy. So if you buy an extra one of these, you might want to take the backpack off and swap it with the one with the 25th anniversary version so that he can actually store this little grappling hook weapon. And the backpack here is removable. It just pegs on like that. Goes in that little hole there. So that's cool. So he's got that. He's got his little submachine gun there. And let's talk about his shield, because his shield's pretty cool. Just pop it off here. What you can do here, and the cool thing about it is it actually allows you to store his little tauntaun or his baton there. And that actually does come out. Just slides in there like that. And so he's got his little like nightstick or baton, and he can hold that. You should be able to put that in one of his hands here, like so. So, you know, now he's got his little baton out. He's ready to, you know, club some people in the heads. Let's see, it's kind of hitting his elbow there. See if I can get that down. Yeah, so there you go. So now he's got his little nightstick out. So that's cool that you can store that in the shield. And I really like this guy because of the fact that you can store all his little weapons pretty much on him. I've kind of complained about some of the other Pursuit of Cobra figures where it seems like they give them so many accessories, but yet they don't really think of a way to store them on the character, you know. And to me, it's just kind of an annoying thing about them. The other accessories that he does come with here are these two little helmets. He has a different helmet here. He's got this one here with kind of like the little goggles on it, and I believe these goggles are removable. So you should be able to slide those down over the eye-opening part and have him wearing goggles with the helmet on. So you can exchange that with this helmet if you want. And he's got this little gas mask styled gas mask. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the fact that they did bother to give this like the clear plastic here so you could see his eyes in there. And I think this one fits on fairly well, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't really tried swapping these out a whole lot. But yeah, there you go. So now you got him with his little gas mask on. So that's kind of a cool look. And again, it just slides on up over on his head there. See if I can get it off now without popping off his whole head. Now let's try this one while we're at it. Yeah, see, this one fits a little weird. It's kind of a little too low to his head, but again, I haven't bothered to play with this guy a whole lot. This one doesn't fit on there quite as well. I guess like that, but I don't really like that one as much. I like this helmet here. I think it looks better. And just flip the visor down. So that's pretty much all of his accessories there. Articulation on this guy, it's pretty much the basic or typical, you know, Pursuit of Cobra figure / 25th anniversary figure. And I'll run through that real quick. You can rotate at the shoulders 360 degrees, bend up and down at the shoulders. You can rotate at the elbows around 360 and bend at the elbows up and down. Wrists can rotate. The head's like on the little ball joint, so that can rotate around, look up and down. The waist is kind of like on a little ball joint also as well. But it does have this little vest here. Oops, this little knife fell out. This little vest here is removable. I'm not going to bother to remove it though. It's a little bit of a pain to get off, but it does kind of hamper the motion a little bit of this guy. Let's see if I can get that knife back in there. The hips here are kind of like ball jointed, so they can rotate and pivot around. Knees are double jointed, like so. And the feet and ankles can rotate and bend up and down. Mine's a little stiff here, but it can bend up and down. And also, they all come with these little character stands with the names painted on and the little Cobra logo like engraved on it. So let's just pop him back on his little stand here. Oops. And let's get his arms kind of straightened out so he's not looking all dumb. And put his little helmet back on. So, all in all, my thoughts on this guy, I'd say this is a really good figure to get. He's probably one of the better Pursuit of Cobra figures. Articulation's great. All the weapons for him make sense, and they're more kind of grounded in reality. You can store all the weapons pretty much on the character. The only weapons you really can't store on him are the two little helmets. But, you know, you can at least display him with one of them. So he gets a lot of points for me in that sense. That's kind of one of my little pet peeves with these Pursuit of Cobra figures, is the lack of availability to store weapons on them. If you're going to give them a bunch of stuff, I think you should be able to at least let them carry the great majority of the stuff that you're giving him. The articulation's great on it. The detail's real great on it. The color scheme's even pretty good on this guy. So I'd say, yeah, this is definitely a must-buy figure if you're a Pursuit of Cobra fan or G.I. Joe fan. So with that, I'll go ahead and end it here. So that's my look at the G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra Alley Viper.